Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we're continuing with the beginner series. So we're gonna talk about blueprint again, but this time we're gonna talk about blueprint interfaces. So before I start the tutorial, I want to say thank you to everybody that support me. And if you want to support me, you can go to my Patreon page. Or if you want to help me create games that I'm creating right now, so you can go to my Discord page. So thank you. Let's start the tutorial. So go to Unreal and we want to use the interface. So right click, you're gonna be in blueprints. You're gonna have three stuff here. So gonna be blueprint function library, blueprint interface, and blueprint macro library. All these three is similar. They is like kind of library or box, like I want to say. Like you have put all the function or macro together in some only one place. But in blueprint interface, you can implement it different way than the others too. So we want to talk about this today. So blueprint interface, you're gonna be click. We can use call the name main interface. Interface like that. Oops. Interface. There you go. So how we can use main interface? So the interface is great. You can use it for all the stuff. You can use it, for example, to interaction. You can use it, for example, to reload a weapon. You can use it for take damage. You can use it even from your inventory. So let's do some examples. So go inside here. So you notice you have the first function. They call it already new function. We haven't changed the name, so we can use the interaction first. Interact. So now we have the first function. So now we have it. So compile and save. So how to implement this in the game? Well, we need to create a blueprint. So right click, blueprint class, actor. They want to call it Q blueprint. Now we open it. We need a static mesh, so add the static mesh. Like you already know, they want to be a cube. So want to be a cube. And also we need a box collision. You can use a sphere collision for me, I like more box collision. So add component, they want to be box collision like this. So we can be attached or not, so I don't want to put out. So we don't need the script, and we don't need nothing at all of this. So go to the viewport again, and the box is gonna be bigger than the cube. So I think 5 is gonna be okay. So 5 times, maybe a little more, maybe 7. So compile and save. So put the blueprint in the game, in the level, like that. But right now, if you will play, we can see that box. I want to see it so we know that it's working or not. So let's do that. So in the box collision, click in the box collision, go all the way down where they said hiding in game true. You're gonna be false. So now if you go play, you can see that box. So now we can text it if it's working or not, the interface. So let's do that. So we have to implement them here. So they don't have it already. So go to class settings. Go to detail panel. In here in interface, you have implement the interface, none of it. So in here they have to the parent stuff because this one is the parent. So if you have a child from this blueprint, they're gonna have the same interface the parent have. So that's great if you want to have more stuff with a few different stuff. So that's great to have parent and child. So let's implement the interface. So go add. They're gonna call main interface like that. So now in the left side, you see interfaces. They have one function. They want to be interacting. So let's use it. So event graph, and here we can drag it. So you have to right click, implement event auth, or you can go right click and put here interaction from the interface. But that's more faster, so let's do it like this. So what we want to do with this interaction? Well, I want to do like the last video, change the color. So we need a color first. So right click, go to material like the other video. I want to use only one color, blue this time. So open this one, call again the 3 vector, go to base color. It's gonna be a blue. This time I want to use another kind of blue. They're gonna be baby blue, I think they call it. So save it and close. Use for a little different stuff. So let's do it again. So static mesh, use the reference, set the material. We already know they only have one element, so it's gonna be 0. You want to change to blue. So right now it's gray. If we can use that one with interface. So how we can call this interaction? So we need some input to call it. Who gonna call it? So this time it's gonna be the character. So let's do that. So go here, go to third person blueprint, look into the blueprint to the character. Go inside. We need to do the same like the cube. So go to the class settings, add the implement interface. You're gonna be add equal main interface. So now we have that interaction. So from here we need an input to call for the cube. So let's do that. So we can do it the 2 different ways. We can do it from here. Put for example I. So they're gonna I input. Maybe dot. We're gonna go L input. Yeah, L is faster. You can use this stuff from here, or you can do it from the proper way. The proper way they're gonna be edit, project setting, go to input. Wanna call a new action mapping. They wanna call this, for example, use. You can use the key you want to use. I want to use the gamepad, so I'm gonna call this face, gamepad face, bottom left. So let's do that. So we have it. So close here, go again in here. So now we need to call that input. So right click, put the use. They're gonna be action event. They're gonna be this one. Oops. So okay. So now we have to something to look about this. What they have the interface. So how to do that? So we need to call something they call for each loop. So in this one we have 3 different arrays. Reverse, like we said, they want to be reverse. I don't want to do that, so they want to use one of these. So for each loop, the first one is okay, so you can be looping all the time. So if you found something with actor, you're still gonna be looping and looping again. I don't want to do that. I want to do for each loop we break. It's the same, but if we found something they interest to use the interact, they wanna stop doing it. So I'm gonna be break it. So let's do that. So compile and save. There's gonna be error because we don't have the array. So let's make array. So from here, the array, they means they have to be what the for each loop is looping all the time. So what they looking for? They're looking for the actor. So they're gonna be the actor. How we can know what actor we want? Because the first, the best to know is to in the cube we want to be overlapping this box. So let's do that. So from here they're gonna be overlap, overlap. So in here they said get overlapping actors. That's what we want. So let's do this. So the class filter, they're gonna be a simple actor. You can use specify if you want to be a character actor or whatever, but they're gonna be an actor. They're gonna be all the actors that have it. So we compile and save. So the error is gone. So now for the right element, that means from this actor, from the array, what they want to look. I want to look if it does implement that interface. So from here, does implement interface. What in the interface we want? We're looking for main interface. So gonna be a branch. And for loop body, we're gonna connect to this. So that means if does implement this interface, if it is true, I want to call the interact from the main interface. From where? For this interaction? No, we want to from this actor. So it's gonna be the array element again. So from here, call in all you can use to look it better if you have a lot of function. Call main interaction interface. So in here they're gonna give you all the functions you have. You only have one, so they're gonna be this one. Interaction message. So we have this. So if this is true, we want to call this. We can reroute this to look better. How to do this? Only like twice in the left click and from the mouse. So I'm gonna be doing this. For if you don't know already. So compile and save. So now, if we found this and we call this, I want to stop this looping. So from here, go to break. Let's do this again to look better. So they're gonna be like this, and this one they're gonna be like this. Oops, gonna be like that. So they look a little more clean to understand. So compile and save. So let's check it out. So they're gonna be play. So if we are inside, if I press the button, I can change that color. So I go out and enter. They don't do nothing more. So if you have a door, for example here, if you click, they're gonna open. If you want to do the close, you have to reverse it. So we want to do that, but in this side, in this example, we don't have a door, we have a color. So I want to flip that color to the other one again. So go to the cube blueprint. I'm here where they're gonna be graph. If we call it, we want to do that. But I wanna be flip-flop. You know how the flip-flop works. They go first to the A, later go to the B. If you press it again, they're gonna be A again. If you press it again, they're gonna be B again. So I want to call this. So copy and paste. They're gonna be the same static mesh, but they're gonna be the other material, the cube material. So now, if we go inside the box, I click the button, they're gonna change the color. If I click again, they're gonna be gray. If I click again, I go out, I can do nothing at all. Only if we overlapping this actor. So that is one way you can use interface. So let's do another sample. Let's do the take damage. So how you can do that one? So close this. So go to the interface, main interface. We want to add a new function. Now we want to call damage. Or you can call it take damage, or you can call it like you like it. I want to call it simple damage. Oops. We can call it that way I said. Simple damage, for example. So in here, now we need something more because we need something, what damage we want to take. So go to input, I'm gonna add parameter, I wanna call here damage because that's the one I want to take. And this one, they wanna be a float. So compile and save. So now we have these two functions. So let's close this. If we go to the cube, we know already that it does interface, they add a new function. They want to be simple damage. So let's implement that. So how we can implement this? Well, I want to, from the box, right click, I want to be add event. So when component begin overlap. So if the actor, they have this simple damage, enter in the box, I want to reduce health, for example. So how we can do that? We want to do almost the same like here. So going here, from the other actor, the actor that I only want, if they have that interface. So does inter implement interface, the they're gonna be the main interface. It's gonna be a branch. So if they have this interface, I want to take damage. From where? From the actor. From here, they're gonna call main interface. And now you notice that we have two methods now. So we want to use simple damage. So use this for if it's true. We can rewrite this to look something better. And we have this with the colon in the interface. So how much damage I want to take? I want to give to the other character. I want to use only 0.1, for example. So compile and save. So every time we go inside here, they want to take damage. So we have to implement that in the third person character. So in here, go to simple damage, right click, and implement event. So when they call this, I want to take damage from, so I have to take damage from where? So we need to have first health. I created here before, so I want to do it from the scratch. So they're gonna be in variable, right click, you wanna set player health, or you can call it like you like it. For me, it's gonna be player health. They're gonna be float, compile and save. And I want to, they have already the full maximum health. They're gonna be 1. So to take damage, they're gonna be player health, go to reference. I want to reduce the damage. So from here, less or minus the damage, because when I take it, and I don't want to be taking all the damage. If they go 0, they don't go below 0, because I don't want to take -1, -2. I don't want to do that. So from here, there's gonna be a clamp. Oops, clamp. So this way, the minimum they can have, they're gonna be 0, never less than 0. And if you take in potion to give life, I don't want to be more max to the 1. I don't want to be 1.1 and nothing at all. So now we have to update the new player health. So from higher cell, set, they're gonna be here. That's the new player health. So to see it, we're going to call something that's really great. They're gonna be from here, gonna be print string. What is print string? So this is for only the development only. So that means that every time they do something, they're gonna call this to to how to see if it's working or not. So I want to say something here. So you connect this with this, they are already converted. So every time they take damage, they wanna tell me how much damage they taking. You can change a few values here, but for now it's gonna be okay. So compile and save. Go play. Let's check it out. So in here, this player, they have this interface. So if I go inside, they take damage, like they say in the left corner, 0.9. If I go out, they don't do nothing. Go inside again, 0.8. If I go out, you go again, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3. And if I'm here, I still can use the interface from the interact, because it's the same interface. If I go 1, if they go 0, they don't go less than 0, because I already clamped to 0. So that's 2 examples of how you can use the interaction interfaces. You can do a lot of stuff with that one. So I use this interface a lot in my games. So I hope you learned something new. If you like my videos, subscribe to my channel. If you want to support me, you can go to my Patreon page. And like I said before, if you want to help me making games, because I'm creating one game right now, so go to my Discord page. So thank you. See you in the next tutorial. So bye bye.